Giorgos Gerapetritis, the Greek foreign minister, has just announced in the last couple of hours that Greece will be assigning a warship to tail the SUMUD Flotilla to ensure safe passage through Greek waters of these 50-ish boats or ships that are trying to force food essentially into Gaza's starving population. The Greek government, based in Athens, has informed Israel that there are Greek citizens aboard the flotilla and they are under the care of the state of Greece. So now 3 European states are providing somewhat of an escort to these aid ships of the flotilla. I say somewhat of an escort because, well, let me get into the analysis now. That was the news. Bye-bye if you don't care about anymore. But here's the analysis if you want to stick around. First, tea. I say somewhat of an escort because a full military escort would mean protect these ships at all costs. That's not the instruction these European warships have been given, though. Anything that fires on the SUMUD Flotilla, smoke them, take them out. But that would mean Spain, Italy, Greece saying that if you fire on these SUMUD ships, if you attempt to board these SUMUD ships, we will fire upon you. That's not the order that's been given. That's not what's been decided by these European governments. That's too far for them. So it's not really a full escort, is it? It's more like our Navy ships are ready to save you if a violent nutter state fires upon your civilian boats and you end up in the deep waters floating in the Mediterranean trying to stay afloat, literally hanging on to your life jackets for dear life. Then we'll come and rescue you. That's what the warships have as their remit. So it's definitely one level down from full escort. It's something. It's not nothing, but it's not enough, analytically speaking. Now, I personally could hype it up and say, wow, this is Europe ready to fight Israel to ensure Gaza gets its food, right? But I'm not a hype man, right? I'm not a, what do you call it? Virality hunter? I don't know. I'm an analyst. I want you simply to be informed without the Western spin on your news in a bite-sized, in one take, in a bite-sized video. That means you get the news without sitting on your TV or on a news station all day to try and just get some news. No, you can spend 5 minutes on my video, you get the full news on whatever I was talking about. Now, a final point. Greece says it will ensure the safety of the SUMUD passengers in Greek waters. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio in that meme going, wait, caught something there. It's a bit of sleight of hand with the wording there. Damn it, I can't talk this morning. As if Israel tracking the, it's as if Israel, who is of course tracking these boats, as soon as the SUMUD ships leave Greek waters, what? They're fish in a barrel or boats on the water? Blood on the river? Like, what is it? Like, basically, Greece is saying, yeah, they're within our protection, you know, as long as they're within Greek waters. After Greek waters, you know, it's not Greek waters. I'm going to take my warship, turn back, potentially. Now, geopolitically, these European countries, remember, they're just trying to save face. They don't actually want this, you know, in the heart of hearts. They don't need the flotilla to get to Gaza and save the Palestinians who don't have food. Otherwise, all the European countries could have got food into Gaza if they wanted it enough, right? They're just trying to placate their citizens who are very upset with what is happening in Gaza and what they see, the citizens, as European, largely zooming out, Western complicity with Israel's crimes. These governments want to be able to say, look, we sent warships to escort. We recognize Palestine. Some other states will say, we recognize Palestine. Look at that. We've done stuff. Just so that in the future, they're not recorded as administrations that were playing buddy-buddy, that were supporting the 2025 spiritual successor to, one could argue, many have argued, to Mustache Man and 1930s, 1940s Germany. I don't need to tell you what administration was running Germany at the time, right? They don't want the association in the future, right? They want history to say, oh, look, Britain tried its best. It stopped F-35 parts getting there. Oh, Spain sent a warship. Look at that. Wow, Spain, wow. UN, you know, General Assembly, Emmanuel Macron was like, it is time to declare we recognize the Palestinians. We're just that good. You know, it's their attempt to dissociate themselves with crimes going on that later they can see the trajectory. They can see the trajectory. If I can see the trajectory, some random guy with a questionable British accent sitting in London, then of course the administrations of the European nations can see the trajectory that Israel is on, which is South Africa apartheid state style, downwards trajectory. And so in history, they don't want to have their countries looked backed on as, accomplices to what was going on in historic Palestine. They don't want that association. But they definitely also don't want to actually commit to doing what's right and saving the Palestinians. That's too costly, diplomatically, militarily, economically. It's too costly at the moment. So they feel. So it's up to the citizens of these countries to demand more from their democratically elected governments should the citizens feel enough is not being done, in their opinion. I'm not rallying you towards action. I'm just saying if you want certain outcomes, now's the time to talk about it. I'm not calling you to action. I'm just saying that that's an option. Now, will the people of these countries in Europe demand more? And will their governments listen? Those are the questions. The Eastern Mediterranean is getting crowded with ships, boats, drones, God, and eyes, of course, watching. What fates? I messed up the last line. Let me try again. What fate awaits the SUMUD Flotilla and its 500 crew? Only time will tell. And I'll be here to report to you the news and the analysis unbiased and without the Western spin. I'm Mahfouz, otherwise known as NewsBaba, and I'll see you on the next one. Fun fact, yesterday I found out the former First Minister of Scotland, Hamza Yusuf, knows me by the name NewsBaba. Interesting.